Sir, if you're speaking, then I can't able to hear you, sir. Pankaj Mahesh, I'm audible.
Yes.
Okay. No, sir. Still, I can't able to hear you.
Hello, sir. You are not audible, sir.
Okay, sir.
I think there is some problem with the headset. Let's we continue without headset. Yeah. Is it clear, right? Voice now?
Yes, sir. Now it's clear. Yeah.
Okay, okay, okay.
Yeah.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So let's. Yeah. Just we have discussed like replication options, right? Physical and logical. Physical replication is what like complete cluster level, right? And second one we have seen logical replication, which is to replicate some required objects, right? Under physical replication, we have seen like wall log file ship, like similar to log shipping, we have wall file shipping. Whereas second one is there like in wall shipping or log shipping, we have some delay is there as well as there is no immediate sync and we have failure, automatic failure, such type of options are not available. That's why today, like from, uh, I think from 8.0 onwards, yes, Postgres 8.0 onwards, we have streaming replication, which we are using today. Like similar to our database mirroring always on.
Sir,
Uh,
before it, it was not there.
yeah, yeah, only we have wall log shipping, like log shipping. Means with wall files. There is
Okay, sir.
no,
Means only physical.
yeah, yeah, physical, with, log shipping with the help of wall files. So wall file is copied into a secondary, there it is applied. So where we have delay and there is no automatic failure, right? So that's why to overcome those issues, like from 8.0 onwards, we have streaming replication. Okay, so which is means like no need to copy the wall files to the secondary directly from wall segment. Means like a lesson, the records are streamed automatically to the secondary database wall file. Okay, wall file to wall file. similar to like our database mirroring, always on in SQL. I think active data guard in case of Oracle. Okay. Yeah. So that wall lock shipping we'll see after this, which is not in use today. But just for in knowledge purpose, we'll discuss. But we'll see this streaming replication, which is important for us. So here we'll see what are the prerequisites are there. First, we'll see architecture. Then, what are the prerequisites are there to configure streaming replication. Then, how to perform. Then we'll see monitoring, like performing manually, how to do failover, like rule switching, right? Like primary to secondary, secondary to primary. Then how to implement automatic failover. Okay, suppose tomorrow primary goes down, how the secondary becomes primary. For that purpose, we have summarized actually in the last session. We are using one extra tool, extra component. What is the extra component, Pankaj, for automatic failure? We have
Uh,
yeah, replication manager. Okay, rebuild means
yes, sir.
extra. Yeah. So for that, yeah, the same way for load balancing purpose, like for like to create like our virtual name, like listener something. We have like other tools are required, like PG bouncer. Okay, so something like that. That is the complete setup we have seen. So first, let's we focus on. First, we'll see how to set up replication. Very simple steps are there. Streaming replication. Then we'll see monitoring. Okay, as part of today's class. After that, we'll go with the replication manager. Some other concepts are there. Then we'll see automatic failover as well as we'll configure listener. Right. Okay. Yeah. So introduction we'll see architecture, replication parameters means like what we have to set in primary replica, what we have to set in secondary replica, especially in the two files, right? Postgres conf file and pghpa.conf file. Yeah. So then we have a concept is the replication slots. This concept was introduced in version 9.4 or something around. Uh, we'll see what is the purpose of this replication slots. So replication slots, uh, yeah, we need to enable compulsory today. Yeah. So then we'll see synchronous replication. By default, remember streaming replication is async replication by default. Okay. Once we configure with default parameters, it is what? Async replication. So we can make it sync also if required, where the performance may be somewhat slow. We'll see that we have to, how to make it sync replication, replication monitoring, manual failover. We'll see. After that, we'll go with the other concepts. Right. Generally, like in general, we know that already wall record chunks are streamed by database servers to keep data in sync. Means like primary server will send the records right from the wall file to the secondary server continuously. The standby server
Sir,
connects to the
is there any time to sending like that, or we can set a like that cron job, or it will be directly there are some parameters we can manage and it will continuously directly
yeah, yeah.
stand.
Yeah, normally what happens whenever the transaction is committed, immediately it will sync.
Okay, sir.
Okay. Yeah. So
Like always on, right, sir?
yeah, yeah, correct.
Once
Yes. So,
completed, after
yeah,
this. Okay.
similar to our always correct.
Okay.
So here what is happening here? The standby server. Okay, standby server connects to the master to receive the wall checks. Okay, wall records. That's why primary is not sending. Standby will connect to the primary and it will receive the wall records. Right. The wall records are streamed as they are generated. Normally, once they are committed, actually, the streaming of wall records needs not to wait for the wall file to be filled. Why? Because immediately they are streamed. This is required generally we have seen in general in case of wall or log shipping type of replication. This allows a standby server to stay more up to date than is possible with file-based log shipping. By default, streaming replication is asynchronous. Already we have seen. Even though it also supports what we need to set up separately some parameters to make it synchronous. Right. Basically, say like some processes are created in master. Wall sender is there. Here, wall receiver is there. So wall receiver will receive the records and it will push to the slave server. In the secondary server, it will apply the changes to the database. Okay, wall sender, wall receiver. Suppose if the number of DBs are more in this cluster level, right? This is in that we have like 10 databases, 20 databases. We can define how many wall senders should be created. Basically, these are separate threads actually. Threads are created, separate processes are created. Okay.
Sir,
By
means every single databases have its own wall center receiver, or parallel will be like that. Eight wall for eight nodes, eight wall, eight sender, eight receiver like that.
Yeah, normally it is better how many databases are there, those many wall senders. But normally what
For
happened,
that we require CPU also.
yeah, that is common, right? Yes, correct. So number of threads are required, but mostly it's immediate sync. We don't have any type of overhead, but proportionately we need what the number of CPUs. But in general, by default, here we have wall senders value is 10 by default. Means by default, it uses 10 threads from the CPU. Okay? Yeah. So that's why if the number of CPUs are more, the performance will be high. Right. So
Okay, sir.
wall receivers are there, which are there in the secondary. Same thing, cascading is also possible. Okay. So for this may act as again primary to the another secondary. Cascading is also possible. The multiple secondaries are also possible. Okay. Both the options are there.
Sir, cascading means secondary means, sir, I did not get that. Can you
Yeah.
please tell?
Cascading means this can act as primary to another secondary.
Okay, I got that.
Yeah. So, or we can have multiple secondaries also parallelly at a time. Right. These are the main processes are there, wall sender, wall receivers. Okay. We can have, if I say ps-ef grep Postgres, we can see multiple wall senders. Generally by default 10. Okay. Right. Right. So suppose let's say if I pause streaming replication, then you can see no wall sender processes in the processes list in the primary server. If I pause the replication, just we'll set this value to 0 wall sender, max wall senders, one parameter in config file. If you make it 0, means we are pausing the replication temporarily if you want. Right, we'll see that one. That is like these are the two processes are there. in case of streaming replication. Okay, so what are the parameters we have to set here in primary? Wall level. Wall level should be replica. By default, we know that it is replica. By default, it is disabled. We need to enable this parameter. So let me check in our primary server, server one. Actually, I'm installing one more machine. This is, we'll make this as secondary. But our regularly which we are using for practice purpose, that is our primary. For example, let me just connect here. Yeah, this is our primary, for example. See, okay. Just second. There. Let me start. Mm, let's go back. Okay. Okay, so yeah, we need to update few parameters in the conf file. Always take backup of if any confusion is there. Okay, so what are the parameters? Which very simple parameters. One is here like listen address, wall level, then hard standby. These are
Sir,
the
hot standby is for cascade.
no hard standby is if you want to allow direct reading from secondary.
Okay, sir.
Okay, so I think ADG, right? Like direct reading from secondary server. Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah, yeah. So listen address, wall level. Okay, these are the two parameters we need to change. Let me change here. I think already we have changed. Let me check here. Okay, fine. So, yeah, sorry. Listen. Yes, okay. Mhm. Just it is local is there. Let me comment, remove the comment, and we know already. Just make it star, but we can mention like comma separated IPs for more security. Means we need to mention which IPs here. We need to mention the secondary replica IP, right? As well as if you are allowing direct connection to this replica from the application server, that application server IP. Correct, right?
Sir, is there any passwordless authentication required? Both, sir?
Passwordless authentication is optional. Better we can configure. We'll see that here. Right. One is here like we have changed this listen address. So second parameter will go wall level. Okay, fine. Wall level. Yes. So wall level remove the by default replication is it. Okay. So that is the second parameter. Hard standby, which is optional, but if want to allow direct reading from secondary replica, better you allow enable this option, hard standby. Okay. Okay. So just remove the, yeah, already it is on. We just remove the comment. Done. Okay. Yeah. So we have done the necessary changes. Okay. Yes. One is listen address we have changed. Listen address we have made it star. Okay. The second one, just we are searching from the file. Okay. Grep. Yeah. Replication. Yeah. So only we are searching only for these values. One level we have changed to replica, and just we are verifying. Okay. Hard standby. Maybe. Yeah. So it is on. Okay. This is not required. Yeah, all the three settings we have done in the primary. Right. Next year, we need to create a user for replication, a dedicated user, better, through which the standby, okay, will connect to primary and fetch the records from the wall file. Okay, this user should be created in primary or in both the servers, Praveen.
Primary, sir.
Yeah, by default, it should be created in primary.
Yeah.
But tomorrow, if you are switching the roles, right?
Yes, correct.
So, yeah,
Then both the
yeah.
users can be connectivity.
So we can create in both the servers. Yes. Okay. So here, like with the role replication, we can make it super user also. But anyhow, separate role is there for replication. We can use this. Okay, which allows to use all the
Sir,
replication
if we
commands.
create this user, sir, if we create this user in production, it will automatically, it has to be replicate in DR. Na? We don't have to create.
Correct, correct. Means, yeah, if you are, yeah, if you are initializing, correct. If we anyhow will initialize, right, with full backup restore. Yes, Pankaj, thank you. Correct. Okay, yeah, correct, Praveen, right? Yeah. Okay. Encrypted password. Yeah, some password. Okay. Let me go to actually after making the changes, right, in the config file, we need to bounce the instance. Correct, right? We need to restart. So let's we restart after this setting. Let me connect. Sorry. Yeah. So, okay. Okay. Let me first create the user. Okay. Uh, okay. I think single quotes. Right. User is ready. That we have seen already. We can check. User is ready and the role is what? Replication. Okay. Okay. Next steps here. Modify HBA conf file and specify the IP address of both master and standby uh, with the required method. Okay. Yeah, that we have to go to, yeah, we have to open this HBA conf file. We need to update. Check your host database name is replication. Actually, like a separate database is created with the name replication, which maintains what? Metadata. Okay. Rep user, that username which we have created, any name, just for meaningful one. Here we need to add what? Two entries. If the IP range is different, two IPs, but if let's say our primary IP is this is our primary IP 192.168.1.146, right? Let's say if the secondary is 147, means within the same subnet, for example, then we can mention directly 1.0. Here the IP is 146.147, means it allows all the machines, means 0 to 255. Okay, and MD5 with password, right? Trust means like pass without password. Here with password. Okay, so let me next steps here. Let me go back to here. We'll go to hpa.conf file, right? Before that, we can make a copy if you want.
Sir, we like Oracle, we don't have to copy any password file and all, because in the config file only it will contain all the things, right?
Yeah, yeah, correct, correct. Okay, so let me go to here. Okay. So here see under replication, yeah, under replication here, see we can mention, okay. So just shift insert, make one entry, post replication, database name, rep user. Just now we have created one user, right? With the name rep user, okay, any name, and the IP address.
Here we need to mention that who is sender and who is receiver, like that.
No, no. Those are like extra threads, right? Those are by default created with this user account. Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that's why. Otherwise, we need to mention here like two IPs, like primary IP one line, secondary is IP one line.
Sir, what is this MD5, sir?
We have seen, right, like previously we have trusted MD5, that some other things.
Authentication. Okay.
Yeah, authentic, correct.
Yeah.
MD5 means it asks compulsory password.
Okay.
Yeah, means while connecting with this user from other machines with from this subnet, okay, they need to mention compulsory password.
Yes, sir. Got it.
Yeah, okay, okay, save this. Yeah, both we have done changes in both the files. Let's we restart now. Okay, right. Okay, okay, so we can. It is done actually, but let me go back and stop already. Let's restart. Okay, started now 1 second ago. Okay, from when it is running, we can see. Okay, right. So done successfully. Means we have, yeah, we have made the primary ready. That's why whenever they are asking to create the two VMs they have provided, for example, and they are asking to set up replication. See, before setting the application, okay, front end, we need to set up replication. We need to test with some test database. Okay, right. So that whenever the application is set up in the primary, whenever the new schema or database is created in primary, immediately it is replicated. No need to again take the dump, restore, start replication. Right. Fine. Let's check here. Clear it. Our primary is ready. Any questions are there here? Very simple configurations are there. Right. Clear, right? Praveen, Pankaj, Mahesh.
No, sir.
Yes, sir. Fine, fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
And sir, so
Ah,
whatever we did the configuration, right? So we can use the same setup by using PG admin also, right? That G graphical
yeah,
user
yeah,
also.
same, same. Correct, correct. The PG admin also we can do. Correct.
Okay.
Right. So now let me go back to secondary. I think, yeah, it is ready. Server is ready. Just have install one more VM actually for secondary. Let me reboot. Yeah, meanwhile, we'll see some, what are the set, this one we'll discuss again. What are the configurations we need to do in secondary? Check it. First, we'll stop the secondary database. Means already, let's say, I have installed Postgres, I have initialized the cluster also in secondary, for example. Okay. So what I'm doing, first we'll stop the cluster, delete all the files in the data directory, right? Why? Because I need same data directory which is there in what?
Same con file and
Correct.
all same all the.
Everything same. Correct, correct. Yeah. That's why I'm deleting here. Then with what he's saying that take the PG base backup of which server primary, right? To clone the standby instance. So how he is cloning here? We'll go to secondary. Okay. PG base backup, master IP. Okay. So username, yeah, port, then hyphen D,
Sir,
data.
port number is also required same.
No, right. No, no. Maybe different,
Okay,
right?
sir.
Ports may be different. Yeah. Then hyphen D destination PG data. This PG data is of which server? Secondary, right? Yeah. Secondary means if you have already set this variable, environment variable, you can mention directly. Otherwise, we can mention like var lib is equal 15 data, something like that. Okay. You'll see. Then format, right? Already we have seen, if you see the help, we can see all these parameters. Format plain. We have seen previously T, right? FT also.
Yes, sir.
Tar format, right? But I want plain, means total folders I want to copy, means the total data directory I want to copy as it is. Okay, backup I want to take.
Sir, if
Means
we have not mentioned in this three T like that, means we have not given the tar backup, so it will by default it will recreate like that, or it will create the directory by
yeah,
itself,
by
or we need to
default
create
P
that
only.
directory as well.
By default P only. Yeah.
Okay, only permission and
For,
owner need to be set like that, right?
yeah, yeah, correct, correct. Okay. So if I use tar, then you have to untar extra step just. Okay. Then hyphen X is there. He has mentioned of the wall method. Uh, yeah. Uh, X for stream. X, yes, we are using wall method is what? Stream. Okay. So I want to stream. Then hyphen P is there. Like just we know, right? Progress it will shows. Previously we have seen hyphen R for right configuration for replication. Okay. I want to replicate. Hyphen C for creation of replication slot. We'll see that replication slot purpose again. This is the replication slot name.
Sir, hyphen R means starting stop the recovery process like that. Oracle same as.
Yeah, yeah. Means it will start replication also here.
And if if you want to stop the recovery, then
No, no. It's not for recovery. It's for replication.
the recovery as well.
Yeah, means it will copy
Okay,
it
sir.
will copy all the data file from this primary and it will start replication also, hyphen R. Okay. See,
Sir, in this,
yeah,
if there is a wall gap is there, for example, we need to rectify like that in Oracle. We are just mentioning that which are the archives.
correct. No, fresh
Sir,
we are
also wall
taking,
file
right?
number will be noted.
No, no, here base backup, it is taking fresh backup, fresh full backup, and it is taking
Okay,
backup
sir.
into this folder. Actually, see, backup is nothing but here what copy, right? Means we are copying the
Yes, sir.
folder. Folder we are copying actually. Instead of manual copy with SCP or something, with base backup with extra parameters we are copying. Means it will copy, it will start streaming replication also.
Yes,
Okay.
sir. But my question
Hmm.
was that like that, sir. Sorry to interrupt you.
Yeah, yeah.
If something else like that network issue is there, might be because of that the
Ah,
wall
okay.
file is not getting copied. So that time,
Yeah, yeah, correct. That is correct. Means if the size is huge, then this problem is there, what you are saying. Then the replication will not start. It will throw the error. What is the wall file is missing. Okay, we need to
okay.
manually copy that. We need to start. But in general, what we are doing whenever you are going to set up the means new server, this problem will not be there. Why? Because nothing is there in the server. But if already existing server, already DBs are there, that problem may be there due if there is any network related issue while this command was running. Okay, correct, right, Pankaj?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Okay. So then see like after that we'll start the standby. Now the standby is started with the same data file of primary, correct, right? So that's why whatever the
Sir, unable
databases
to see your screen, sir.
uh, Praveen, Pankaj,
No, sir, I can able to see your screen.
Sir,
this
we are able to see, sir.
document I'm sharing, Mahesh. Yeah. Same document.
Okay, sir.
Shall I stop? But let me share again. Yeah, I'm sharing again.
No, sir. Let me re-log in.
Maybe some yeah, slowness from your side. Yeah. Okay. Mm, okay. Hmm.
I can, sir.
You can see now.
Yes, yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Thank you. Yeah. Okay. So this is like yeah, very simple step. Once we start the standby, then we can validate the replication process. These are very simple steps are there. Like till now, our primary is ready. Let me go to secondary.
Is there any destination we can set from where the wall file has to be copy from source to destination like Oracle, sir?
Yeah, yeah, we can mention no, in the wall config file, wall
Yeah.
location. Yeah.
Yes.
So otherwise, it will take the default path. Yeah. Right. Let me go back here. Yeah, this is our secondary. Let me log in one time. Now, just to make this secondary ready, just have to configure few settings that we need to set the IP. And in the host file of both the servers, just we can put both the servers IPs. Right, Pankaj? Yeah. So,
Yes, sir.
yeah. So let me just configure the IP. Graphically we can do or manually also. Okay. What is the current IP? Okay, we
Sir,
have this.
if someone removes manually wall file, some of one has done mistake, then we need to
Hmm.
take whole backup like that. We can take the SCN backup like Oracle and try to restore
Correct,
over here.
correct. We can, yeah, yeah, we can do that. But here, in case of, see, log shipping, those issues are there. But this is streaming, right? From the current WAL file to WAL file. But this
Okay.
problem may be there, what you are saying, if the secondary is down for some time tomorrow, 1 hour,
Yes,
two
sir.
hours. If the WAL file is missing in primary or something happen, that is the scenario, what you are saying, right? Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, to avoid that problem, we have something called replication slots. Actually, we'll see. If I enable replication slot, what will happen? It will not allow to delete until unless it is damaged. We can't do anything wall file before applying to secondary. But if we enable replication slots, it will verify what is the what is the last wall segment sent to secondary. After that, it will not allow to delete or it will not purge also wall files. That's why the wall PG wall folder size will keep on growing like our FRA. Okay, right. That we'll see. Yeah. So let me just. I think let me change the. Here we are using. I think bridge network. Yeah. Let me change here also. Yeah, it is taking now 233. We can use this same or we can set some different IP also. Let's say well, primary is 146, right? Yeah, 146 already we know. IF config 146. We can set 147 for secondary. Let me try to ping whether it is available or not. Yeah, it is not reaching. Graphically we can set, okay, manual 190. Okay. So, yeah, 147. Better let me reboot one time. So, yeah, the same network. That's why, yeah, we can, it starts by default configuration. Okay, so let me connect here. 190, 1.147. Okay, accept, yes, okay. Yeah, this will make a secondary, okay. It's this here, this is the IP address of secondary. This is our primary, for example. Now both are there in same subnet, right? So see by default ping is working. Okay. 146. Okay, but same subnet, right? Suppose if the primary is one subnet and secondary is there in DR subnet, for example, then we have to raise a RFC with the network team to open the port between the two servers. Correct, right? I mean,
Yes, sir.
so
Yes, sir.
once they enable the port, once they enable the communication through firewall, then we can start configuration. But here both are there in sync. That's why we can do. Before that, now host file we need to update. We can copy from here. We'll update here first. Okay, VI shift I. Okay, go to here, paste. 147. Okay, what is the server name? Let's see. Host name. Yeah, this is the host name. Copy here. Okay. Okay, so I think let me go back. Actually, all these are done by our network systems team when they create the machines. No problem, very simple. Installs. Okay, done. So same thing will update in the secondary also. Okay. Yeah. We can ping actually like we say ping secondary. It is yeah reaching resolving to 147. Okay. From here. Better to put something, no problem. Yeah, it is working fine both sides. So just I have updated. After that, in the secondary, we need to install what Postgres, right? Same version. So here we know already like 16 is there. So here also we need to install what 16 dot .2. So what I will do, like from here we'll continue, okay, in the tomorrow's session. After installing, then we'll continue to set up the replication. Okay,
Yes, sir.
right.
Okay, sir.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Bye.